you volleyball fans. This is Keith. I'm in the city of Mississauga, which is in Ontario, Canada, and I'm here to talk about the sport of volleyball here in the beautiful K-Smack Video Studios. Yeah, I already said that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to talk today about rule changes because on November 1st, the FIVB World Congress approved a bunch of rule changes that are going to take effect. Well, they didn't say when. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the rule changes. Well, some of them. And I'm going to bring up some graphics that you can look at. But go to the FIVB website if you want to check out all the things they changed, okay? Because I'm not going to go through everything. First of all, here's the big one. The big one is the net touch rule. They have approved the fact that you can no longer touch the net. It's going to be illegal. And yes, this was the rule just a couple of years ago. They changed it to the top tape, the top band. And now they're going back to the way it was. So anyway, I know a bunch of leagues haven't even made the change yet, and now it's going back again. So there you go. Anyway, it's a good change because a lot of guys are on the net, flying under the net because you're allowed to touch the net now, and this keeps you off the net. We hope. So that's the big change. It's going to affect everybody, men, women, kids, recreational, professional, everything, university, college, you name it. You can't touch the net. Now, they haven't said when. They haven't put a date to say here's when that rule is going to take effect. So maybe it's the next season for you. Who knows? For college universities, it won't be till a year from now, September. So anyway, take that with a grain of salt and when that rule change takes effect. For beach, it's probably going to start this spring here in Canada anyway. Okay. Now, the rest of the rules are technical, little things that affect professional levels like video replays and stuff, so I'm not going to talk about them here, but that's what they are. Oh yeah, one thing I should mention though, they're shortening up the playing surface, and I don't mean the court, but it's called the free area. They're changing from 8 meters behind the end line to 6.5. That's the serving area. So anyway, they want to bring the fans closer, so they say. So they're changing it from 8 meters to 6.5 meters. 1.5 meters shorter on each end. But who sits behind the end line really, except maybe media, coaches, people videotaping? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you're allowed to sit 1.5 meters closer now. Ooh. But anyway, I see where they're going. They think the fans are going to be closer. People in the cheap seats, because everyone sits on the sides. Okay, I won't dwell on that, but you get that rule change. That's what's happening with indoor volleyball. Okay, the FIVB are also making changes to the beach game. It's all for professional level, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I'm sure you're going to be interested in this. First of all, the FIVB are going to have a beach tour championship. It's going to be every 2 years. In fact, they're going to cycle now every 2 years for volleyball. So keep that in mind. So it's going to be every 2 years. Championship prize, $1 million. Well, not the prize, but the total prize money, men and women combined, $1 million. And from what I've read, only the top 8 men's teams, top 8 women's teams are allowed to play in this. So yeah, 16 teams splitting $1 million. Even if you finish last, you're doing pretty good for prize money. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. I think this is a new thing, so we're looking forward to that eventually. And of course, they have the World Tour, which is the typical beach tour every summer that you play in, or the pros play in. Anyway, they're changing how the World Championships are going. So they're going to allow 20 teams to get in from their continent. You know, this is called your Confederation. Here in Canada, we're in NORSECA, so 4 teams from each continents or confederation are getting in through their own championships. So that leaves the rest, the 48 spots, to be filled up with the top teams. So even if you're not in the top 48, you can go into your continental championships and qualify that way. So anyway, that's something new. Oh yes, the World Championships for youth. There used to be a U23 World Championships. They're doing away with it, throwing it away. No more, because I guess they're going to consider you 23 to be an adult. You can play in the senior World Tour. But there is going to be a World Championship for U17, U19, and U21. That's the way it is now, and they're making it smaller. I think they have 36 teams. They're going to reduce it to 32. So making it smaller. So you got to qualify again through your continental championships, like NORSECA. So 5 teams from each local Confederation are going to qualify for the World Championships, and then top teams, wild cards, whatever. So that's going to be a big change. The FIVB also, trying to cater to, the fans, make the game exciting, make it more competitive, make sure the top players get more money. And so if you're poor, you can't afford to go on this world tour, at least you can go in your Continental Championship, the NORCECA Championships, and qualify via that way into the World Championships if you're looking for the money, the gold medals, whatever. Wow. So that's the changes the FIVB have just approved at the recent November 1st World Congress, and I'm sure they're going to make more in the future. I know the FIVB are trying to make beach and indoor exactly the same. The same rules, I mean. Obviously outdoor you're always going to be on sand, indoor you're going to be on the hard court, and so they're trying to make the rules the same for both so players can probably play both. Anyway, that's a topic for another time. Okay, that's what's happened with the rule changes this time around. I hope you go to the FIVB website, check out all the little details, because there's more to it than what I just talked about. I only talked about rule changes that'll probably affect like adult co-ed volleyball, because the majority of people who are going to watch this video, that's what they play, and it'll affect them. They don't care what happens with the professional levels and their technical timeouts and stuff, right? Okay. All right, that's it. That's all for today. Bye for now.